Oke, balik lagi. Selamat datang di Mas Bejo Channel. Di channel ini kita akan berbagi reaksi video tutorial baik dalam negeri maupun luar negeri. Sebenarnya ini loh kumpulan tutorial yang ada di laptop karena memorinya sithik tak upload ning YouTube bae. Gak apa-apa, editannya sederhana lur. Yang penting isinya mantap. Oke, selamat nonton. Kemarin kita udah sampai part 3 ya. Terakhir kita nonton optimasi deskripsi. Sekarang lanjut kita nonton gimana cara ningkatin subscriber dan watch time-nya.
Alright guys, now we're going to talk about a couple of tricks you can use to increase your subscribers and watch time. And one of those is by using playlists. So to create a playlist, we can go to our video manager and then go to playlist. And then just click create new playlist. So let's say one of our categories is going to be about YouTuber conspiracy theories.
Playlist ya.
So we just create that playlist right there. And then we can just click edit playlist and add all of our videos to that playlist. Go to your YouTube videos, select all your YouTube videos that go with it. And then I recommend writing a quick description about the playlist. And then whenever you share a video, I recommend sharing it within that playlist. So let's say we wanted to share this this video right here, and I'll tell you why we do this in just a second. But what you do is you just copy the link, copy this huge long link that has it within the playlist, and then I recommend shortening the URL so it's easier to use. And then there you go, you got your shortened URL, you can copy it and then go back, and then let's say we were adding this to the description of another video. So I'm just going to go to the description of this video and click edit. So let's say we were sharing another video and we put check out this video of
Jadi dia naruh
conspiracies.
link playlist dia
and then we just
sendiri
put this shortened link beneath it. And the reason we do this is because when they go to your playlist and they go to watch this video within a playlist, then it will automatically recommend the next video. So then they keep watching these videos all in a row.
Dia
And this will help
ngerekomendasi
increase your watch time. So another way of increasing your watch time is to add end screens, and you can do this by clicking add end screens and annotations. And then for the last 20 seconds of your video, I recommend adding a video or playlist and putting best for viewer. And this will allow YouTube's algorithm to find the best video for your viewer, for the person who's watching. And it will optimize a video from your channel for them. So then just click create element, and then you can just put this like on the top left right here at the end of the video, and then add another element saying subscribe. And then this will just be like a little logo for your channel, and you can put that in the other corner. And then they can click this, click subscribe, they can click this to watch another video, you just click save to save that. So there you go guys, that's how you add end screens to increase your subscribers and watch time, because they'll just keep watching videos. And then you can add cards as well, which are basically end screens, but you can put them anywhere in the video and they appear like in the top right. So to add a card, you just click add card, video, or playlist. I recommend adding your most popular videos as cards on your videos, because your most popular videos are your most popular for a reason. People watch them because they are very good at getting views and keeping watch time, so I recommend putting those as cards on your new videos. So this is just an example channel I have. These are just random videos, but I'm just going to click that, and then you can put this anywhere you want through the video, and as you can see, it'll pop up right on the right hand side, and they can click this and then just keep watching it. So another way of increasing engagement and therefore watch time is to go to the video right that we just uploaded, because see, this is just an example channel. I just put new channel really quick, but we just put a comment saying, what do you guys think about these, and put some question marks in there, click comment, and then you can actually pin the comment just by clicking these three dots and then clicking pin, and then this will put the comment at the very top, and this will increase engagement because people will see this and then they'll want to comment, and then comments help you rank, and then therefore you get more views. And also you can make this say, please subscribe to my channel, because then people will see that and they'll go, oh okay, and then they subscribe to your channel. So those are some very simple ways to increase your watch time and get more subscribers on your YouTube channel.
Nah, dia ngasih tahu ya, selain dia bikin playlist, tentunya dia ngeriset kata kunci juga ya buat playlist, masukin video kita sendiri, dan bisa juga kita masukin video-video orang lain juga untuk meningkatin watch time dan subscriber. Nah, di end screen kita bisa naruh ada beberapa pilihan yang tadi sudah di ini. Oke, boleh dicoba. Kita lanjut.
Alright guys, now we're going to talk about how to add advertisements onto your YouTube videos and
Gimana
monetize
caranya
them so you can
kita
start making money. So
naruh
to do
iklan
this, you
ya?
just click the monetization tab on whatever
Tapi
video
kita
you're
di sini
editing,
harus ini
and then it
dulu.
will take you to the page in which you can add advertisements
Terus
onto your video.
verifikasi
Now,
bisa
if your video
dimonetize.
is longer than 10 minutes long, you can add as many advertisements as you want on the video.
Nah,
Now,
di
for the
atas
types of
10 menit
channels
ya,
we're going to be
biar
creating, I
nambah,
recommend
biar
adding an
banyak.
advertisement every 1 to 2 minutes. So as you can see on this video right here, we only have 2 ads right now because we just clicked suggested placements, and then it put like 2 ads where the audience engagement is the highest. But I recommend adding more advertisements, so you can just take this little slider right here, put it wherever you want, and then click insert ad. And it's that simple, guys. So then we just go to another minute, insert ad, go to another couple minutes, insert another ad, and just insert as many ads as we want. Make sure they're spaced out pretty
Nah,
good,
jadi
just like
dia
that.
skip
And then you can just click
banyak
before.
ini
Like
ya.
by default, these won't be checked, so make sure you click before and after video and have those
Before.
checked as well, so you can add advertisements like when the video ends.
Nah, di sini ini menarik juga ya. Dia formatnya overlay, sponsored card, skip. Nah, karena ini lebih dari 10 menit, dia naruh di beberapa menit. Biar bisa panen mungkin ya.
Then the ad will play. And Google chooses what ads are shown on your videos. You don't actually get to choose, but make sure that all these ad formats are selected because you want as many ads as possible on your video because you want to make as much money as possible. So make sure you have overlay ads checked, make sure you have sponsored cards checked, and make sure you have skippable video ads checked. These will all be different ways of monetizing your channel and making money. So once you added a bunch of advertisements on your channel, you just click Save Changes, and then all your ads will be shown on your videos.
Nah, jadi kayak gitu. Dia nyaranin semuanya di ini, sponsor, overlay, sama skip. Nah, dia naruh di beberapa menit ya.
Okay guys, now we're going to talk about the secret to making a lot of money on YouTube. So you might have seen videos of like famous YouTubers showing how much they make on YouTube, and most of them aren't making as much as they could be because they're not doing this very simple trick. Now, if your video is shorter than 10 minutes, it'll only put a couple ads on your video by default. It'll put like an ad beside your video as these diagrams are showing right here, and it might put like a little overlay ad at the beginning of your video and then like a skippable video ad at the beginning of your video. So I highly recommend that you guys make videos longer than 10 minutes because these are the videos that you'll be able to make the most money on. Now you can still make videos shorter than 10 minutes and still make a lot of money with YouTube, depending on how many videos you're creating and everything. I just recommend that you do put out some videos that are longer than 10 minutes, and the more the better, because longer videos too will get the most watch time. So as I talked about before, you can put as many ads as you want in your video, and I recommend spacing them out like 1 to 2 minutes between each ad. But I just wanted to note real quick that make sure your videos are longer than 10 minutes so you can put all those advertisements in it. And you can multiply the amount of ad revenue you make on a single video like 10 times just by putting 10 ads in it rather than just having 1 or 2. So for the types of channels we're creating, like with compilation videos or those technology videos or like conspiracy videos, people really don't care that much if a little tiny ad pops up on the video, and you can still very easily have videos go viral with a lot of ads on them, as I was showing you in the case studies before that have advertisements on the video, and they're still getting millions upon millions of views. This equals a lot of money, guys, so make sure your videos are longer than 10 minutes if you want to make the most money as possible out of your videos, and make sure you put an ad every 1 to 2 minutes.
Oke, dia ngasih tahu kalau bisa videonya itu lebih dari 10 menit karena bisa memungkinkan lebih banyak nambah watch time-nya, karena beberapa orang nggak terlalu peduli ya, mungkin bisa di skip segala macam. Ya boleh. Nanti mungkin pas video ini bisa di monetize setahun 2 tahun bisa juga dipakai caranya.
Alright guys, so right now I'm going to be sharing with you another secret for multiplying your revenue with YouTube. Now, The key and the fundamental to this secret is that we're going to be leveraging your audience retention. And what I mean by this is that we can actually study the analytics of your videos, and this is why I suggest guys like putting up as many videos as you possibly can. Because once you guys have a lot of videos up, we can start leveraging the analytics that you have available at your fingertips. YouTube basically gives you all these analytics, and it's super cool. So I'm going to go here to the next slide, and we're going to essentially be looking at where to add advertisements within your videos. Because once you've had your video up for about 48 hours, you start to get some analytics, so you can actually see audience retention. And here is an example graph of audience retention on one of my videos. As you can see, it's got a 60% average percentage viewed. That's really good. Now, where should you add advertisements in a video just like this one? So as you can see, here's the video. Now, as you might also be able to notice that there's little spikes in here throughout this audience retention graph. And as you can see, that's because those are the action points in the video. So these typically correspond to when a scene is changing, to when something's being revealed. So you want as many of these action points as possible in your video to get higher audience retention and a higher average percentage viewed. So as you can see, there's all these little spikes in here throughout the video. This particular video is a top 5 video. So as you can see, there's about 5 spikes in here. This first spike is at the intro, the second spike is at number 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you can see, I actually cut out the outro on the video just so I could get a higher audience retention, because when you have an outro on the video, if it's too long, it will end up killing your audience retention because people just drop off right at the outro. So you can solve this by just cutting out the outro altogether. That's what I did in this video. Now back to multiplying your ad revenue and making as much money as you possibly can with YouTube. Where should you add advertisements? Now you're going to want to add advertisements on the action points of the video. I do not recommend adding them before the action points. I recommend adding them directly on top of the action points on the video. And these can be seen in the analytics that take about 48 hours to generate after you uploaded your video to YouTube. So I recommend publishing your video and adding the advertisements at first where the action points are, where you think the action points are. That's what you should do first. And then after 48 hours, after the video was up, then you can go back through the analytics and see exactly and kind of fine-tune where those advertisements are. So for this example video, as you can see, the first ad we're going to want to add on this little bump right here. I generally like to add an advertisement about 10 to 20 seconds into the video, regardless, because some audience retention graphs, it'll go directly down and just be like, and that's generally not a good video. But when it has a spike here, you're going to want to add an advertisement right on that. Otherwise, I would add an advertisement about to 10 to 20 seconds in regardless. And then for the second advertisement, as you can see, I added right on this bump right here. Again, do not add it before, because as you can see, the audience retention is a little lower right there. You add it when it's going directly at the peak of the audience retention graph. So we add another advertisement right there. The next ad, we're going to add at this next slope right here, and I think you guys are starting to catch on. The next one you add at that peak in audience retention right there, and so forth. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ads we can add in that video, and you add them all at high points of audience retention. Now here's another example of a different kind of audience retention chart, and as you can see, this chart had, so for advertisement right there, slope off, and that's an outro. Right? So as you can see right here, and then for this particular one, action points, putting different in the YouTube and on YouTube.
Nah dia ngasih tahu ya apa retensi, maksudnya tadi kurang lebih dia jelasin, ngasih tahu grafik gimana sih kira-kira yang bagus naruh iklan-iklannya dari analitiknya ya. Jadi ada yang pas grafiknya naik berarti kan penonton lagi tinggi tuh di menit-menit itu, nah ditaruh iklan. Nah misalnya ada grafik yang lagi gini sebelum sama di traffic yang lumayan besar.
Alright guys, now I'm going to talk about how to study your YouTube analytics and optimize your videos going forward in the future. So once you have a lot of videos uploaded, you can start studying the analytics to those videos and seeing why they're getting views, seeing how long people are watching the videos and whatnot. So the most important YouTube analytic there is watch time, and that's why YouTube puts it at the top
Watch
right here.
time,
See,
watch
I'm in
time.
one of my example channels that I run. As you can see, this video in the last month, this is the last 28 days, it's gotten 377,000 views, and it's made me $660. And this video is only 10 minutes long, and I think I have like 2 or 3 ads in this particular video. But as you can see, even more important than views are watch time, and that's why YouTube puts it at the top right there. So you always want to see your watch time going up, and to study why you're getting the amount of watch time you are, you can actually go in down here to a little thing called audience retention. So if you click that, then you can see how long exactly people are watching your video. So as you can see, when the video starts, 100% of the people are watching, and then it drops off because people only watch a certain amount of the video. And you want to keep this as high as possible for the longest amount of time. And as you can see, I think the biggest mistake I did with this video is that I added a really long outro, and as you can see, it just drops off right there because no one wants to just sit there and watch an outro. I mean, I think I'd be a lot better if I put like a 5-minute outro right at the end of that. But as you can see, the average percentage viewed is 49%. And that's actually not that good compared to what this video was, because this video actually has more than 10 million views. But what you're looking for your average percentage viewed is over 70%, because anything over 70% is deemed very good in YouTube's eyes. So you want to keep your average percentage viewed on audience retention as high as possible. And you want to keep that average view duration as well as high as possible. As you can see, people on average watch 6 minutes and 56 seconds of the video. And then if you really want to get a good understanding of it, you can click this button right here which says relative audience retention. So this basically calculates it for you. So at the beginning, obviously 100% of people are watching, so YouTube deems that as average. And then as you can see, it says above average for 1 minute and 16 seconds. Then it goes down back to average. So what you want to do is go to 2 minutes or 3 minutes into your video right here, see why it dropped down from above average to average, and then it goes back up to above average at about 8 minutes. So you want to analyze all your YouTube videos and see why it's going down, why it's going up, and how you can improve future videos to get people to want to watch as long as possible all the way through. So then as you can see, towards the end it drops down to low, which again is because that outro that I ended, that really long outro, drops down to low. But as you can see, below average. And since this video has such good audience retention, I attribute most of the fact that it got 10 million views due to its audience retention, which therefore equates in watch time. But there's another factor that's really important in getting YouTube views, and we're going to talk about that in the next lesson.
Oke, jadi dia ngasih tahu gimana caranya sedikit ini ya, analisis channelnya. Jadi orang bisa tahu nih konten kita tuh seneng pas momen-momen apa gitu. Jadi harapannya kalau udah lihat kira-kira yang di sini kurang nih, berarti di video kedepannya yang menarik, kurang menarik, berarti di sini di durasi sini videonya menarik. Nah, yang di sini biasanya outro, jadi durasi ngedrop ya.
So now we're going to talk about click-through rate. And to actually see click-through rate on your YouTube analytics, you have to go to the new YouTube Studio Beta. And you can do this by going to your analytics, and then you'll see this button right up here that says YouTube Studio Beta. You can just click that. And then you can actually go on certain videos, and as you can see, it also shows audience retention right here. Within the new YouTube Studio Beta, shows the real-time activity, how many views that video is getting. And as you can see in the new YouTube Studio Beta, I actually really like this layout right here. This video has a really good audience retention. 71%, as I was saying, this is a different video. As you can see, I've improved from that last video that got 10 million views, and I've been able to keep people's attention much better. As you can see, they watch all the way through. There's no real drops in the audience retention.
Jadi analisis di sini kita tahu ya, biar kira-kira audiens atau penonton tuh sukanya yang kayak gimana, modelnya kayak gimana.
Because you can actually see like the first couple hours, like how much watch time and how many views the video got within the first couple hours, and how many it's been getting since then. And you can also see revenue too, but revenue just shows per day. So as I was saying, to actually see the click-through rate, we want to click this reach viewers button right here, and then we can scroll down, and as you can see right here, I really like this upside down pyramid that they have right here because it shows the amount of impressions on your video. So it shows how many people have seen like the thumbnail and the title for your video when
itu
they're going
dia
through YouTube.
gimana
And then it
audiensnya
shows the
senang sama
click-through rate
konten
of how
kita.
many people actually click that
Di
video.
situ tuh
As you can see, this
ada
video
berapa
has a
persennya, ada
10%
berapa
click-through rate.
orangnya.
Now, YouTube actually put out a statement saying that half of all videos on YouTube are between 2 and 10% click-through rates, 10 being on the high end and 2% being on the low end. So as you can see, this video has a very good click-through rate, being at 10%.
Kalau
And then through this little
10%
bar right here,
itu
you can see how
bagus.
much YouTube is recommending your content. And now click-through rate, you don't want to look at any of these analytics by themselves necessarily. You want to look at them together and make an understanding based off of looking at all these different analytics together, because click-through rate is entirely dependent on your thumbnail and your title. So that's going to be what drives people to actually click the video and watch.
Itu tergantung thumbnail sama
Watch the video, which is watch
title
time, which
atau
is the most
judul ya.
important. That's why YouTube puts it at the bottom of this pyramid, because this pyramid represents a funnel. So it captures the audience's retention first off with the thumbnail and the title. They click it, 10% of people click it, which results in 27,000 people watching the video. And then based off of your average view duration and the audience retention, as we were talking about in the last lesson, most people watch about 72% of that video, which results in that 90,000 minutes of watch time. So you want to look at all these analytics together, and I really like this new data point that YouTube allows in the new YouTube Studio Beta, showing the impressions and how they led to watch time. So really look at all of these analytics together and find out which the points you're strong on, because you might be strong on click-through rate, but YouTube still isn't going to recommend your video if you don't have like a really good average view duration and you're not getting a lot of watch time, which is again why those longer videos do so good. And I found that like compilation videos and whatnot do very good too if you're switching like the clip like every 30 seconds, because that keeps people's attention. Let's say they watch for 30 seconds, and if you just kept showing the same clip all the way through, they might get bored. So if you just switch the clip at 30 seconds, or you're making one of those technology compilation videos that I was talking about, you switch the clip like every minute in a 10-minute video, that's going to keep people's attention all the way through. And then you couple that with a really good thumbnail, which is going to increase your click-through rate, have a really good title, then you're going to start getting recommended by YouTube throughout like suggested videos and everything, and browse features and YouTube search, and you're going to really start blowing up on YouTube. So that is my best recommendations of how to look at your analytics and start getting views by optimizing what you're strong on and getting rid of what you're weak on. So you want to upload as many videos as possible, guys. Don't be scared to upload videos and be scared like, oh, I don't know if it's going to get as much watch time as I'd like. You want to upload as many videos as possible, because this is going to provide as many data points as possible, because then you can see like which videos did good, which videos did bad. I want to cut out videos like this. I want to double down on videos like this. And you might want to keep making the same videos, but you might want to change certain things about the videos, like a different thumbnail, say, or let's say like a different title, different tags. You want to see what's going on and how you can get the most views. So these are my best recommendations on how to look at your analytics and get the most views.
Nah, dia nyaranin conclusion nggak ada ya. Dia nyaranin kalau kompilasi itu kalau bisa setiap 30 detik ganti, 30 detik ganti, entah itu beberapa tema ya, karena tadi dia nyaraninnya per 30 detik itu penonton pantengin video kompilasi kita gitu. Oke, kita sudah sampai di 4 part. Nanti bakalan banyak yang diupload, yang saya punya ya, yang saya download. Di luar sana mungkin bayaran, di sini kalian bisa nonton gratis. Ini udah untuk sesi ini selesai. Ada yang nonton, syukur, enggak ya udah. Yang penting data saya aman asal gak di-report. Oke lur, sampai ketemu di video selanjutnya.